This next one was made about a year ago in conjunction to our time of coronavirus and how it impacted me personally in terms of my race and ethnicity. Dear COVID-19, my ethnicity is not a virus, and to be classified as Asian and American right now just seems a little vulgar, where it's a frustration to the culture and really to all people of color. Because ever since this pandemic, this country has seemed to have lost its merit. Having the nation's leader go around blaming vulnerable times on a race just proves how much minds have shifted towards the wrong case. Eyes may seem smaller, chinkier, or even near closure, but we still see violence take over and the hate within hearts grow stronger. And corona being first heard from China does not make it right to call it Kung flu, especially in a country where immigrants are just trying to make it through. And calling it the Chinese virus is not an accurate representation to our president's ability to take point of view, but shows incompetence to show perspective and a failure to take action on what's right to do. Using the unknown as an excuse to harm the community forces Americans to fight hate with more hate, because ever since this pandemic, there's been a rise in attacks towards Asian Americans and the physical brutality in major cities that hold pieces of authenticity, specifically in everyday settings where people just should feel somewhat free. New York subways, San Jose streets, San Francisco businesses, justice for the Chinese, justice for the Japanese, justice for the Vietnamese, Koreans, Filipinos, Thai, justice for Vicha. We are not the same, but we all stand similar shame, and dying to be heard because hate-fueled attacks due to a disease we still barely know about is not a fair judgment to call it knockout. And ever since this pandemic, hate crime targeting Asians has spiked by 150%, so I'm here to stand and represent for voices who fear further trouble, even if it's for a radical intent. Racism is not an opinion. Freedom of speech is no excuse. Meaning my ethnicity is not a virus, yet my people manage to feel helpless. So dear COVID-19, you are not the root of this problem. You are what shed light on this unacceptable forum.